Welcome to Guess Quiz. Let's do Can You Pass This Human Body Quiz? Can you guess it right? Please subscribe to the Guess Quiz channel for more exciting quizzes. Let's go. Question 1. What organ stores urine? Correct answer. Bladder. The bladder can stretch to hold about 500 milliliters, about the size of a soda can. Question 2. How long does food stay in the stomach before moving to the small intestine? Correct answer. 2 to 6 hours. Liquid moves through faster than solid food. Question 3. What disease is caused by lack of insulin? Correct answer. Diabetes. Insulin helps cells absorb glucose. Without it, blood sugar levels spike dangerously. Question 4. Which mineral is essential for strong bones? Correct answer. Calcium. About 99% of your body's calcium is stored in bones and teeth. Question 5. What is the term for the study of tissues? Correct answer. Histology. Histology is how doctors detect cancer, inflammation, and more. Question 6. What is the scientific name for the collarbone? Correct answer. Clavicle. The clavicle is one of the most commonly broken bones. Question 7. Which organ filters toxins from the blood? Correct answer. Liver. The liver can regenerate, even if up to 75% of it is damaged. Question 8. How many lobes does the human brain have? Correct answer. 4. The frontal lobe controls reasoning, planning, and personality. Question 9. Which hormone regulates sleep? Correct answer. Melatonin. Darkness triggers melatonin production. That's why screen time can mess with sleep. Question 10. Which part of your eye adjusts to light? Correct answer. Pupil. Your pupils shrink in bright light and expand in darkness. Question 11. Which part of your body has the most bones? Correct answer. Hands and feet equally. Each hand has 27 bones, and each foot has 26. Question 12. Which part of the brain controls breathing and heartbeat? Correct answer. Brainstem. The brainstem keeps you alive. It handles automatic functions. Question 13. What's the function of red blood cells? Correct. Answer. Carry oxygen. Red blood cells live about 120 days and die in the spleen. Question 14. What's the largest internal organ? Correct answer. Liver. The liver weighs about 3.3 pounds and performs 500 plus vital functions. Question 15. What's the function of white blood cells? Correct answer. Fight infection. Your immune system makes more WBCs when you're sick or stressed. Question 16. Which organ is responsible for hearing and balance? Correct answer. Inner ear. Tiny crystals in your inner ear help detect head position. Question 17. What's the average adult heart rate at rest? Correct. Answer: 60 to 100 beats per minute. Athletes often have lower resting heart rates, a sign of efficiency. Question 18. What organ produces insulin? Correct answer: pancreas. The pancreas is both an endocrine and digestive gland. Question 19. Which part of the skeleton protects the brain? Correct answer: skull. The skull has 22 bones that fuse together during early development. Question 20. Which bone is the longest in the human body? Correct answer: femur. The femur is about a quarter of your height. Question 21. Which part of the body digests carbohydrates first? Correct answer: mouth. Saliva contains enzymes that begin breaking down carbs right away. Question 22. How many pairs of ribs does the human body have? Correct answer: 12. The bottom two pairs are called floating ribs. Question 23. Which organ regulates body temperature? Correct answer: hypothalamus. It acts like a thermostat, shivering when cold, sweating when hot. Question 24. What's the smallest bone in the body? Correct answer: stapes, in the ear. The stapes is just 0.1 inches long, smaller than a grain of rice. Question 25. What is the main function of platelets? Correct answer: clot blood. Platelets rush to the site of injury and form plugs to stop bleeding. Question 26. What gives skin its pigment? Correct answer: melanin. More melanin equals darker skin and better protection from UV rays. Question 27. Where does most digestion occur? Correct answer: small intestine. The small intestine absorbs 90% of all nutrients. Question 28. Which gland is known as the master gland? Correct answer: pituitary. The pituitary gland controls other glands. It's like the CEO of hormones. Question 29. How much of the human body is water? Correct answer: 60%. Your brain is nearly 75% water. Question 30. What's the medical term for the voice box? Correct answer: larynx. The larynx also protects your airways while swallowing. Question 31. Which part of the body has the thickest skin? Correct answer: feet. Soles. The soles of your feet can be up to 1.5 millimeters thick. Question 32. What tissue connects muscles to bones? Correct answer: tendon. Tendons are tough but flexible, great for movement and impact. Question 33. Which part of the brain processes emotions? Correct answer: amygdala. The amygdala helps trigger your fight or flight response. Question 34. Which part of the cell contains DNA? Correct answer, nucleus. Every nucleus holds your complete genetic code, all 3 billion base pairs. Question 35. Which body system includes your skin, nails, and hair? Correct answer, integumentary. The integumentary system is your first defense line against the outside world. Bonus challenge. What organ is the only one that can regenerate itself? Comment your answer below. Let's see who's got top-tier anatomy knowledge. How many did you get right? Comment your score, share with your squad, and hit that like if you learned something cool today.